Hey, beautiful Virgos. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let's see, Virgo energy. What's going on for the beautiful Virgos? Somebody has a keen imagination, is a very good communicator. What's going on? Some kind of movement. Ooh, geez. You got a spirit guide around you who is a shaman. Maybe you are a shaman. This is like communicating with a spirit guide. Or you are communicating messages. Pay attention to some kind of moon cycles and make rhythm. It's getting in the beat of things, getting up with the beat of things. Whatever you're passionate about. Maybe some of you are an intellect, ingenuity, using your ingenuity to invent something. It's going with the flow here. Things are flowing into you. You could have animal instincts here. Some of you have a vivid imagination. Have inherited it, something from a grandmother. Maybe you have a grandmother who is a shaman. Is giving you strong intellect, ingenuity. This is a vivid imagination. You could have found that you're inventing something now. You have a strong imagination. And you have strong animal instincts. You inherited this somehow from a spirit guide. Maybe you rebelled against this when you were younger. You know, maybe you were rebellious when you were younger. But I think it's your calling now. I think that it is your calling. Finding your calling. You could be called to be an oracle. You have the gifts of prophecy or imagination, communicate strongly. Shamanic gifts, healing gifts. This is a gift. Maybe you rebelled against it when you were younger, but now it's like it's your calling. You're coming, shining through. It is your calling. It's a grand symphony. Maybe some of you have been called to be storytellers. This is having a powerful gift. This is about a powerful purpose behind the storytelling. The stories of your grandparents, the stories of your elders, the stories of shamans, and you have a vivid imagination. Maybe some of you are called to write a gift or to share your gifts with the world. What's going on, Virgo? Virgo energy. You're very compassionate. You know what I mean? You have a lot of compassion. And you weren't looking after your own well-being in your past. This has caused you a lot of barriers, but it seems as if the barriers are being broken here. Oh, there are sincere relationships here. So get clear on what it is you want to communicate. You have a message to share. And you might be getting clarity. It's about writing. You're being told to write something or communicate something. You may have had to modify something. It's about a choice. So before, you may not have set up boundaries somehow. You're very compassionate, and maybe you just thought, well, everybody's compassionate, but they're not. You're moving forward, and you're very grateful. Here you've learned some kind of gift. You're learning some kind of gift. You're being called to share your gifts. And like I said, when you were younger, you might have been a rebel. You know what I mean? You may have gone against the natural flow of things. It's because you're very compassionate. You're very giving. You have a powerful purpose. And I think you may have rebelled against it as when you were younger, but now it's your calling. You're being called. You have a lot of wisdom and knowledge. You've learned from your past mistakes, and it could be that that is what you got to share. It's a blessing. You're very loving. You're very compassionate. And I think it is sharing those gifts. You're a wise mentor. You are a creator, or so you have an ancient grandmother or a grandmother has blessed you somehow. You're a blessed child. Put it to you that way. This is an emperor has ascended, has learned. There has been some confusion here. Fears to overcome. Karmic energies to overcome. But you're healing from something. And it's like you didn't see it at the time. But it's a blessing in disguise. You are creating something new, something you're passionate about. This is a transformation. And it's like you're being guided forward on a new journey to wealth. It's in the genes, man. That's what this is saying for you. But waiting. Searching, and you realize that you had it all along. Love. Choosing love. Choosing to let your guard down and be loved. You were stuck for a while. But you have a sincere relationship, a family situation. You've been through heartaches. You've been through the most here. And you have a lot to share about your experiences. You've been betrayed. But there is justice here. Like when you were younger. You're attracting sincere, You're sincere. You are attracting sincere relationships. You have a lot to share. You've grown a lot. You've matured a lot, and you're making positive progress. From childhood to manhood or womanhood. You're leaving the past behind. You're a wise leader now. This is a gift. This is stable. Maybe you made yourself a promise. You know, maybe you made a promise to yourself that when you are an adult, you're going to have this stability, you're going to have this abundance, you're going to have this new beginning. You have gifts of intuition, highly intuitive. And you've got a lot of life experience here. It's like hidden truths. Happiness, friendships, manifesting growth. There's a lot of jealousy and envy around you from someone. You're moving forward. It's almost like respect and honor and integrity. It's like things have changed. You have gotten a lot of growth, Virgo. You've grown tremendously, and it is like time. You are this analyzing, deep thinking about what you want to communicate. You're very honest, you're very trustworthy, and you're very compassionate. And it's almost as if you want to share that. And maybe that's what you're creating, is bringing you in something very successful. It's like being guided. And it could be from like a grandmother or a mother that you've inherited some kind of gifts. Loving, nurturing, caring. I think you're being called. You have a higher purpose, and I think that you're being called toward your purpose. That is what this is saying. Like maybe when you were young, you wanted to be a rebel or a free spirit, but you've matured, you've grown, but you've had all your life experiences have taught you how to share this with others. Maybe it is a platform, or maybe it is a creative endeavor. How to share those experiences with others. You have a lot to share. That's what this is talking about, that this could bring you this growth, this wealth, this by following your North Node. These are spiritual gifts. These are gifts. Maybe you had them when you were a kid, but you wanted to rebel against it, or you were a rebel and you didn't think you had these gifts, or you denied you had these gifts, but you're an oracle's gift. You have these gifts you're supposed to share. Even if it's your life experiences, it is using those gifts to help heal others. Wow, Virgo, you're learning. You're moving forward. You've learned to set up boundaries. You've had to modify your life. These things that you thought were barriers were actually learning experiences. You know, we cannot have, if you never got hurt, you'd never get experiences. But it is your lifelong experiences that are actually your gifts. You've learned about sincere relationships and being grateful for what you've had. You've learned to be clear, communicate clearly. You know about sincere relationships. You're very compassionate. You have a lot to share. You're being called to share your gifts. You have healing gifts. It's your calling. And it's like some grandmother is communicating with you who is a shaman. They're an inventor, or they've taught you how to invent the art or the craft of storytelling, of being ingenuitive, a high, vivid imagination. These are gifts, shamanic healing gifts. And it's creating tempo and things speeding up in your life, teaching you tempo and rhythm, and maybe you were a musician and maybe you have music gifts. But it's finding what you're passionate about and realizing maybe you're a good dancer, maybe you are a music maker, maybe you have good beat, rhythm, tempo, all of that. It's like inheriting these gifts. Somebody's grandmother is definitely a very gifted person, and it seemed to you have inherited these gifts. And you're called to share these gifts, whatever they are. Whether it's storytelling, dancing, making music, you have strong animal instincts. These are inherited gifts. And maybe when you're younger, you were a rebel, and maybe you got yourself into some situations that you shouldn't have been in or could have avoided. But those were all life experiences that have taught you your trade. You're skilled. You were skilled. And using those skills to help heal others. Whoa. Your energy, because you're an earth sign, your energy could be highly influenced by the cycles of the moon. There are certain, it's like Zen, working with the cycles of the moon is like really important to earth signs, because it brings you in perfect balance and perfect rhythm and gives you your creative ideas. Your pay attention to the cycles of the moon is here. Everything is being aligned by moon cycles. And you're sitting there perfecting these skills. There are no mistakes. Your mistakes are learning experiences. And even though you could have been this free spirit rebel when you were a child, it's like it's given you divine wisdom and intelligence and provoked you to have this vivid imagination and given you these gifts. Somebody's grandmother is a shaman or a healer, and it's inherited gifts, and you're supposed to share those gifts because you have a powerful purpose upon this earth to share those gifts in whatever you're passionate about. Some of you are musicians, artists, writers, storytellers, shamans yourselves, oracles, tarot card readers, sharp intuitive skills and healing gifts. And you're being asked to share those gifts. And that could be your new business. You could be self-employed doing this. You do have a powerful purpose. There is a power behind whatever you think mistakes you made. They were not mistakes. It's all given you experience and knowledge to share whatever gifts you've learned. Whatever sufferings you've been through are actually blessings. They turn out to be the very things that bless you. Take care, Virgo. Good luck.